shit just keep getting crazy and crazy in this Atlanta rap scene, man. It's like Thug really can't catch a break fucking with Fannie Willis. So Fannie Willis just decided to file a motion to revoke this nigga Young Thug probation, trying to get this man sent back to jail from a series of tweets he done let off on X, formerly known as Twitter, within the past couple days. Now this is where Young Thug, you know what I'm saying, this where his plea deal and his probation, whatever he signed up for, this where all this coming to play. So, as y'all all know, Young Thug signed for 15 years probation for, you know what I'm saying, the YSL case that Gunna ended up saying. Yes, ma'am. So basically with that, if you read within, you know what I'm saying, the stipulations within his probation agreement, they, you know what I'm saying, Fannie Willis in that whole situation got the leisure to basically, you know what I'm saying, make up any rules as, you know what I'm saying, as time progresses with this shit. So what they doing is, what they get down is, they trying to get the Thug on, you know what I'm saying, they trying to revoke his probation for not only firing off several tweets, you know what I'm saying, gang ties, as well as exposing an undercover agent within the, you know what I'm saying, the Atlanta Police Department. You know what I'm saying? He ended up exposing the lady's face, but he didn't say a name. But for them, that's enough for them to go ahead and, yeah, we finna go ahead and hit this on your head real fast. So Thug really out here fucking up. So the fact that he signed up for this and within a few months of being out, they already got a motion to revoke your shit, you should have just sat down. You should have just sat down. You signed the dumbest deal of your life, but we finna get into this right now. Watch this. So this is the agreement that Young Thug went ahead and signed. So it says if he violates just one time within 15 years, he finna go ahead and get something back and go ahead and sit down for 20. So Thug really signed the dumbest deal of his life, all because he was so eager to be free. And I wish Brian Steele would have been more vigorous in telling this man, if you sit down just a bit longer, you will be able to get a not guilty verdict, just off the strength of everybody within the case already accepting deals. So he could have fought that off the strength of everybody else playing their part. So he could have been like, that's all them doing such and such. And that's not even getting into the fact that he can't be in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? He can't say shit like slime, slat, none of that shit. He can't be around no members or none of that extra shit too. So not only do we got this fight, you know what I'm saying? Now he got Thug really moving real bad. I can't believe this man really got caught up within a year of being out on this shit. So it's like, Thug, in my mind, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Thug really wanted to get out here on some junkie shit. He was in that house fiending for the motherfucking yerks. Cause I can't think of no other reason why you was so eager to come home so fast and all you had to do was sit down a couple, you know what I'm saying, few months to a year longer to go ahead and get that not guilty. Since everybody that sat there and pleaded to their part, you could have been like, shit. Well, everybody that said they guilty for this, and this, that's what they was doing. That has nothing to do with me. I'm a rapper. I'm doing all this. So the fact that Thug even sat there and agreed to all this shit, I got the video of that too. So the fact that Young Thug sat there and pleaded guilty to a plethora of this shit, it just make it all the worse for him.
Participation in criminal street gang activity, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
As to count 58, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 59, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 60, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 61, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, how do you plead?
No law.
As to count 56, participation in criminal street gang activity under the leadership charge, how do you plead?
No law.
I think you didn't ask about count 62.
As to count, thank you, Your Honor. As to count 62, possession of a machine gun, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As far as how Jeffrey's feeling now, he knows my feelings, which I'm not going to reveal for attorney-client privilege, but this is not the same as a not guilty verdict. That should have been ran. But nobody here wakes up every day on a concrete floor that they're calling his bed, gets up at 4:15, gets shackled at his feet, his waist, and his hands, comes to the Fulton County Courthouse to be on concrete, eating out of a bag. Doritos is his meal of choice. And then coming to a courtroom and sit there with a leg chain on him every single day and hear lie after lie. So for Jeffrey go home today and not have another 90 days or 120 days of it, he is very happy, thankful to the Honorable Court. So to answer your question, this was not what I wanted. I don't believe that it is just, but I believe that under these circumstances, it is justice for Jeffrey Williams, and he is delighted, as are we, and thankful.
So Young Thug says in the tweet, biggest liar in the DA office. But here's the kicker. Now, as you see in the picture, y'all might not know, but this young woman, her name is Marissa Viverito. She's actually an undercover officer in the APD. So she done found her way to get in the good graces, you know what I'm saying? Gangbangers, trappers, drug dealers, stealers, and whoever the case may be in Atlanta through, I guess, her looks through the game. So basically, Young Thug done posted her picture talking about biggest liar in the DA office, and now Fannie Willis she not going for that because this lady was an undercover in the Goodfellas case that's going on as of now with the two young boys that got killed at the Lil Baby video shoot. So she was a part of that case. So by Young Thug posting her picture, he basically outed, you know what I'm saying? He basically then blew the lady cover. So now Fannie Willis, how she playing it now off the strength of him doing this, she trying to go ahead and revoke this man probation off of this tweet and several others that I'm going to show y'all right here. Now, Young Thug fans on Twitter, after he released Miss Viverito's picture, they just went and found her mother's house, you know what I'm saying? So they done doxed this woman. And as you read in the tweet here says, if the hate is really real, then pull up to her mama crib. And the black bar is obviously the address to her mama's house, is, So there's people on Twitter actively, you know what I'm saying, doxing Fannie Willis, Marissa Viverito, and they family members as well. Now with this tweet, it's real because somebody didn't even screenshot it. They took this picture off of a phone. So with this tweet, of course it's blacked out because it's Fannie Willis's house or location. I'm pretty sure it's her location, but the Twitter account is actually banned. So that's how I know it's getting real. But in this tweet, it says, I will personally make sure Fannie Willis is assassinated. So by him doing this, it also adds on to the, that Young Thug dropping these tweets and etc. getting people's lives in danger, although personally it has nothing to do with him. Now, to the people who've been paying attention to the YSL case, y'all know Marissa is the lady that was on stand testifying and getting caught up in all the lies and shit to the point where the judge was, crucifying her ass, you know what I'm saying? Now, she's also testifying in the Goodfellas case where Lil Baby ended up shooting the music video in his ops neighborhood and they ended up spinning and killing two teenage boys. So she's in the case testifying, and come to turn out, she also lying in this case too, trying to say Lil Baby ended up putting prices on people's head.
Oh, what's up, huh? Oh, what's going on? Man, them folks, like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't even like that, man. Them folks got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
He said them folks got a lot of tickets on a bunch of these folks' head. Did y'all hear him say that? All right, she gonna watch, and Vermerino is gonna explain it to them. Hold on. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna play it on its own, so y'all be like, Sylvia, why don't you shut up? Okay, I'm gonna play it again, okay?
What's going on?
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by, what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harmed or killed.
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
So as y'all see, Marissa Viverito is a real integral piece to, you know what I'm saying, to the Atlanta Police Department as an undercover agent, you know what I'm saying, as she a foot soldier going into these hoods and shit, playing as the bad bitch on the block, getting all this information and then going to court and then testifying. But since she undercover, you already know, cameras can't get put on her. So that's why Fannie Willis is vigorously going at, you know what I'm saying, going back to the court and asking for the judges to revoke this man's probation due to him unveiling they undercover officer in court. So right here is the state's motion to revoke Young Thug probation, you know what I'm saying, and send him back to jail for 20, and this motherfucker read like this. Comes now the state of Georgia by and through the undersigned counsel and moves this honorable court to immediately revoke the probation of defendant Jeffrey Williams. The defendant has demonstrated a blatant disregard for the law, the safety of witnesses, and the integrity of judicial proceedings. The state submits that the defendant's continued presence in the community under probationary supervision presents a clear and present danger to the public safety and undermines the rule of law. Now, on the second page, it reads, on October 31st, 2024, the defendant, Jeffrey Williams, was sentenced to probation with conditions that include no contact with the victim and the victim's family. The defendant pled guilty, and the conditions of probation were imposed pursuant to OCGA, which authorizes courts to establish and enforce conditions necessary to protect the public and uphold the administration of justice. Since sentencing, the defendant has engaged in conduct that directly threatens the safety of witnesses and prosecutors, compromises ongoing legal proceedings, and warrants immediate revocation of probation. On Tuesday, April 1st, 2025, Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, amplified this act by reposting an image with the caption, Marissa Viverito is the biggest liar in the DA's office. This post quickly went viral, amassing over 2 million views with thousands of comments and retweets, which of many included direct threats to investigator Viverito and her family. Now, after reading that, I ain't gonna lie, they done threw some extra sauce on that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, they didn't try to say that in the tweet. They said that Thug put the undercover agent's name in the tweet, and as I showed y'all, that's false. He just posted her picture. But today, you know what I'm saying, I gotta go ahead and say, gotta go ahead and keep this shit down the middle. By him posting that picture, he definitely fucking up court proceedings, because motherfuckers started putting two to two together, but like, man, hold on. We know that bitch. Man, that's such and such, they be a woo-woo-woo. Man, you telling me she the... You know what I'm saying? So by the strength of him doing that, as well as the series of tweets, as well as I showed y'all, that is definitely more than enough to revoke the motherfucker bond. Now, how is Thug gonna fight this? Me personally, I really don't know, but I can't believe he really signed this 15-year deal to even be subject to some fuck shit like this, because I'm already understanding, like, you can't speak gang lingo, be around the guys and all that shit, but all this man did was post a picture of somebody and called him a liar. And now this nigga getting his probation revoked. Man, we gotta go ahead and look at this shit a little different. Like, hold on, man. What happened to freedom of speech? I ain't even put her name in it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I would have thought you would have had to at least make it known, be like, yeah, this is such and such whoop, and this is a, you know. So the fact that Fannie Willis then put in these documents, or whoever then wrote up these documents in this court, that Thug didn't actually put the woman's name under the tweet, y'all wrong as hell for that. And that's one thing I do know about Atlanta. Y'all play dirty, especially them laws. Y'all play dirty. So the fact that y'all tried to dirty make my nigga into, you know what I'm saying, doing some shit like that to throw some extra sauce in it so he can go back into the pen and do that 20, that really goes to show me personally, Thug, you stupid than a bitch. You was never supposed to sign this shit in the first place, because how the hell you get VOP within your first year? How you get violation of probation that fast, fool? Like, you ain't even been out that long. Like, damn. Like, that shit crazy. I can't believe this man Thug really might get sent back to the pen behind a series of tweets. Now, I can truly understand, like, you being around the individuals, being around gang members and all that other shit. Or, you know what I'm saying, him in the tweets doing the slime slat and if calling Gunna a rat, all right, cool, whatever. But he can speak on Gunna. That's in his, that's in his probation work. Like, he can be around Gunna and all that shit. So that's why I'm really confused as to how is this enough to VOP. Is it because she was undercover and, you know what I'm saying, by him posting her face and motherfuckers put 2 and 2 together. Like that, I'm just trying to think logically with the shit as I'm saying it. So that would be the only way I can think personally that would happen. Just by him posting the face and people around that know motherfuckers or didn't have interaction with this woman to be like, hold on, she worked with the DA. Man, she be in the hood with us. What is you talking about? She a DA. She undercover. So yeah, Thug, in a sense, if you really think about it, Thug didn't have to say it. He didn't have to say her name. All he had to do was post a picture and say that she worked for the DA office and she be lying. That was if on some real gangster shit, that's more than enough to let a motherfucker know that that motherfucker that be in the hood is the police. That is way more than enough information on some real gangster shit. So Thug, you really dumbed in a bitch for doing this one, man. Cause I don't see how. Man, fuck all that. Let's talk about this shit. Brian Steele, I swear to God, boy, I would have got on your man. If I was Brian Steele, like I can't even say for Thug, cause Thug not in his right mind, cause he wanted to come home. If I was Brian Steele personally, I would have told that nigga, man, you not signing this. I don't give a damn. You see that 15? No, bro. If they already coming with it, you can come on with 15 papers. Bro, we can knock that down, nigga. This is the first offer. You don't ever accept the first offer. That's the dummy play. And Thug fell for the dummy move. He fell for the oop. Any motherfucker in the streets who got OGs really in the streets, they'll tell you that if the motherfucker's offering you, you never take the first offer they give you. Never. Especially if it's a chicken ass offer knowing you can come home quick. Thug was gonna get time served and papers. He could get that knocked down to at least 5 to 7 years on paper, man. The fact that he took the 15 off rip, he bid on the 15. And what made it worse, it's not a regular, you know what I'm saying? It's not a regular probation ruling. They can make up rules as they go on. 15 years, all you gotta do is get VOP one time and you going back to doing 20. Well, doing the rest of your time whenever, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how long within your probation you get caught, you going back to jail and you doing the rest of that in that bitch. So the fact that he signed up for this, Brian Steele, you hustled that man. I don't give a damn about you going all on these interviews, and that's what really made it worse. If Brian Steele never went and did an interview saying, man, I wish we could have got a no guilty verdict, but my client wanted to come on real. Me personally, that made you look all the way bad. So you mean to tell, no, man. It's at a certain point, you can tell your client, look here, fool, what you thinking about, you thinking this a good deal, this is not a good deal. This is why you pay me. You pay me to make the best decision for you. And the decision that you thinking about making is not the best decision for you. But yet you still rolled with that shit. And you took that man money, rolled with that shit. I mean, I give you your 1-2 points. You sat down for a little minute about the business. But that don't mean shit to me. If you was able to, out your own mouth, if you said you was able to get that no guilty verdict, you was vigorously supposed to tell Thug, sit your ass down. You not signing that 15 on. You ain't signing up. Yeah, you ain't signing nothing, nigga. You finna sit down a little longer, 2-3 months. In the video I just showed y'all, he said about 2 more months. So you can't sit down for 60 more days so you can get that 15 knocked down to half by the 7 ball. No, man. I'm looking at Thug a junkie, Brian Steele a hustler there, and man, the whole play was just weird, man. I can't believe this shit, just really sitting back and looking at it. Because if that was me and they came at me with some, we'll give you time served, 15 years probation. So you telling me right now that I can walk from this shit? Man, hey, go back and fight that time, man. They telling me that I can walk with time served. Man, I can get a no guilty off this. They just want me that bad, bro. Nah, they want me too bad, to the point that they just willing to throw anything at me and just expecting me to bite on it. Nigga, I'm not stupid, man. Go back into that motherfucking court, man. Tell them, nigga, we gonna take that whole bitch to trial. How about that? We ain't even finna sign for shit. Don't even offer us shit else. As soon as I seen that bullshit offer, yeah, we gonna fight that trial. Every one of you niggas that took that guilty, I'd have put them shit. Y'all done already took the case. So don't say shit when I be like, man, such and such did woo woo. Man, they didn't cooperate on that shit. I am a rapper. That has nothing to do with me, man. I'm a rapper. I'm YSL. This is a label. This is rap business. What them other men got going on, that's grown men business. That's what they do. Just because they under me, that don't mean that got nothing to do with me. I ain't send them niggas to do nothing. That'll be my play. You know what I'm saying? That'll be my whole play. That's how I told my lawyer to come at it. Because He wouldn't have been on that long, because how they was getting his trials, boy, he got 2 trials within it. Come on, man, he would have got that 3rd trial. Like, no, well, not even the 3rd trial. He would have been able to extend this trial longer than what it was. That's what I mean to say. He definitely could have got a no guilty if you really just sit here and listen to how it play out, to the point where he got 5 years time served plus 15 on papers, and he only sat down for like 2 years. Man, you could have got a no guilty. On my homie, he could have got that no guilty. But let me know what y'all thinking in the comments, man. Y'all thinking Young Thug might actually be going back to prison, because how it was looking, it ain't looking too good, man. Well, how Fannie Willis, how she rolling with the punches, man. Shit, she ain't throwing no jabs. She throwing straight hooks like she Mike Tyson in that paint. Square business. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's your boy CLTs, man. Make sure you boys like, comment, subscribe, share the video, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all boys join that membership too, man. We on the road to 20,000. I appreciate the fuck out of every last one of y'all, man. Y'all making this shit real, real for me, man. Like, this shit can actually, you know, it's actually be a passion of mine, because I really want to give a message. It ain't really about I don't care about the money. I go to work, whatever. That's nothing. As a motherfucker who formerly was in the streets, my whole thing is I just got to give a message to y'all when it comes to this shit, because I know it's a lot of, compared to 10, 15 years ago when I was first jumping off the porch, the streets wasn't as much of a fad as it is now. This shit is super weird. Like, it's so many young niggas I'm looking at, and within my own city coming up, I'm looking like, damn, all these little niggas is gangsters now. It ain't that many. What happened to the skateboarder, the drawer nigga, you know what I'm saying, the Naruto nigga that ran down the hallway running like this and shit. Like, what happened to niggas like that, man? Like, what happened to the hooper nigga? Like, it's like everybody that picked up a gun or a pack. It's just like, damn. So I just got to be that one nigga to be like, shit, as a motherfucker who come up in this shit, you can see it in me. Like, I ain't got to sit here and fly and speak on nothing about nothing. But if you know, if you see me in person, you know, if to the motherfuckers who watching this who know me, y'all know me. I'm just here to, you know what I'm saying, just try to give a good message, keep motherfuckers out the way, because this life shit really fun when you gotta, you know what I'm saying, when you got shit to look forward to. Now, if you don't got nothing to look forward to, then yeah, life can absolutely be hell, but shit, just keep your head on right, man. Stay out the way, man. It's your boy CLTs. I'm out.